Oh. Well, hi there. 5 people. Nice. It's been a long time. A few weeks ago, I wanted to get back into streaming. And, for a while I did have a good streak where I streamed at least twice a week for about 2 weeks. Then, work decided to pick back up. And so I didn't really have any free time to live stream. And of course, I like to make properly edited videos for the channel, so that explains the lack of live streaming. Although I will say the live streaming has positively affected the viewership of my channel. So I'm just going to wait for a few more people to pile in, if any. Sammy is grabbing a La Croix. I'm drinking a La Croix. Is that how you pronounce it? La Croix. Return of the King.
Oh. Splurted on me.
I don't know if I'd say that, but...
Wait, what?
I'm just reading the chat. But, anyway. We're gonna play some Minecraft. More specifically, I'm gonna build a neighborhood. More or less. And basically show you how I've been doing things. And maybe get into, like, the future of Minecraft on this channel. So, hopefully the frame rate's good for you guys. Let me know if things are choppy. But yeah. So this is what I've been doing. Making these weird interchangeable puzzle pieces, essentially, that allow me to build pretty much a limitless amount of unique buildings. And I've been taking them, kind of mixing and matching them, and then placing them onto a grid of roads and walkways, like you see here. Basically, I've been filling these up with houses and like commercial buildings, which are these in the middle. These are more like townhouses. But I mean, nothing's too like cut and dry.
Jacko asked if you copy it with World Edit.
I do. I switch between World Edit and MC Edit, which I also have pulled up. Or not pulled up right now, but I'll be pulling it up in the stream. And
look at all those lampposts.
Yeah, a lot of lampposts. There's going to be a lot of trees. There's a horse. So essentially, I fill this in using MC Edit. Then I go to MC Edit 2 to change the block makeup of all of the individual houses to kind of vary them in terms of color. And then I go in just plain old Minecraft and I build details and shrubbery and whatnot. Is it okay if you turn on the face cam? I will turn it on in just a second.
Look at all those chickens.
Basically. So I'm going to go to single player. So this is what the end result looks like. So all those puzzle pieces you saw come together to form these, which are pretty much fully fleshed out city neighborhoods, which is what we're going to be building today, more or less. So you have your houses, they're different colors. They have handmade front lawns and whatnot.
Almost as good as Microsoft's new flight simulator.
Almost.
Almost.
Nice little walkways. Lots of variation. Trees, whatnot. All the trees are like grown. Don't hand make the trees.
I told him to put more foliage.
Yeah, Sammy's been telling me to put a lot of flowers and whatnot, especially pink flowers, which I've been doing at a tasteful
Trees
rate.
and flowers. Well, because like industrialism is cool, but without the aspects of, some nature, it's just kind of dry.
Can I play with you? I don't really have. I play on the PlayStation 4. I don't really play multiplayer on the PC, but if you catch me on PS4, I do play Bedrock Edition from time to time. Although it's been a while since I've fired that up. But
Is that the one with Derek, Brendan, and Colin?
yeah.
Yeah. No.
Although they there's a story I have to tell about that at some point.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Jacko being all proactive. For the people who don't know, there's now a Discord server.
Yeah,
Good job.
Jacko, actually, yeah, I want to talk to you about that. I'm 25 years old, so I'm essentially a boomer.
You're old.
I'm starting to hit my limits in technology, and I have no idea how to share a Discord server.
I can't click the book.
I
Sorry, I'll leave now.
Okay. I don't know how to share Discord servers. I know how to send an invite link with to send people to the Discord server, but those expire after a day. So I would like to help promote the Discord server, but I'm a helpless boomer who knows nothing about technology and doesn't know how to send or promote a server link that doesn't expire within 24 hours. So is there a way to do... I know there's a way to do that because other people promote their own servers and whatnot, but I am dumb. But anyway, this is what we're going to be building today. Not all of this, but one of these. So you can, if I zoom out super far, you can see these little sections. So there's one, there's one, there's one, there's one. That's what I build at a time. I build one of these blocks at a time. So this is a combination of 4x3 blocks. So 4 times 3, so 16 blocks. Or no, 12 blocks, sorry. So this is a makeup of 12 blocks. Minus this. This is a combination of 2 blocks. I want to build... So I haven't really gotten into this. You've got a tutorial on the server. Awesome, I will check that out. And then I will promote the server. But we do have a server. And it is Grand. Jacko and... I think it was just Jacko set it up. You really ran with that, and I'm very grateful for that. And I thank you. Because I'm pretty hopeless when it comes to Discord, so I wouldn't have known what to do. But we now have a Discord server, a Colonial Puppet official Discord server. And after this stream, I will take a look at that tutorial and either make a community post sharing the link or mention it in my next live stream, but probably both. I won't limit myself on how I promote the Discord server. But anyway, yep. So we're going to build one block of these. And the way I'm pushing this out, basically I'm working on a new city project that isn't Titan City, isn't Cyberpunk City either. Cyberpunk City, I've kind of, it's kind of morphed into this project. For those of you who don't know, I used like a similar building method to build like a cyberpunk themed city, which was great, but this is kind of like a more refined version of that building method, and I decided to just start a new kind of contemporary city. And I'm building the residential section, obviously, and the way I've been doing it is I've been building these 12 block segments and then copy pasting them over to this water world. It's going to be like an island city, so let's quit. This is a working title. And it's going to be an island city. So it's going to be kind of like Grand Theft Auto, where I guess more it's going to be more related to like Liberty City than say Los Santos or something like that. It's going to be more East Coast themed. But anyway, so let's get into building and just having a good time. So load it up into Minecraft 1.12.2. I'm going to update the world before I release it so that it'll be on like hopefully the newest version of Minecraft. I know you can like update your worlds without corrupting them somehow. And 1.12.2 is kind of getting long in the tooth, but all of the it kind of sucks. Like MCEdit lost support after like 1.12.2, I believe. Might have been a slightly later version, but yeah. MCEdit no longer works on newer versions of Minecraft. But anyway, so I built these ground floors. This is going to be like a new model of house I'm going to use. So this one kind of has like a recessed door area and like this kind of huge window. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So floors are 6 blocks tall. We're gonna build the second floors of these buildings. And I forget if I mentioned this, but I have World Edit loaded in. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build the I'm not gonna build the front, so I'm not gonna build like from here up. I'm just gonna build the interior for this space right here, and I'll show you why in a second. And how's my keyboard sound, by the way? Because I recently switched keyboards again. Normally I'm not using my Cherry MX Blue clicky keyboard, which I know is an extremely annoying keyboard to listen to, but it is a Buckling Springs keyboard, so hopefully that's not too annoying. But anyway. Alright. Just put some windows here, like that. like that. Although, actually, let's get rid of this window and just leave it as something like this. So this is going to be the back of the house. So usually if you go to a city and you look at the back of houses, they're not really well thought out. They're just more kind of informed by the interior rather than how they look on the exterior. It's usually like blank walls with like a weird off-center window. Colin Bartley. You can like go back and watch the stream when it's done. You have a time scrubber. So like anyway. Colin, if you ever want to be on a live stream, let me know. I kind of want to like do a Discord thing with like you and Brendan. I want to have a like a philosophy thing. That would be fun. Because I know Brendan does that. Not on YouTube, but like he likes to have those conversations and record them in like podcast fashion. Sorry for being AFK. What were you talking about? I'm just talking about this house I'm building. Honestly, nothing crazy. Basically, I'm just building an interior that I'm going to cut and paste for all of these buildings. So here, the way I have this set up is, if you look into these buildings, they all have interiors, but they're all identical, right? The main meat of the interior is beyond this block right here. So like this area is like the main kind of interior area. Got a kitchen, it's like a little table, a little chill area. And so I just copy pasted this main chunk for all of these different buildings, and the only thing I changed was the outer facade of each. So the interiors are the same, but the exteriors are for the most part different, or different variations of the same design. So I'm doing the same thing to the second floor. So I'm building the interior for this area right here, and then I'm going to vary this front kind of facade area. So some of them will have an extra room like here that I'll build out. Some of them will just have like a roof here or like a balcony here. That's the gist of what I'm doing. But right now I'm just building like I guess what you could call the main interior area that will be identical across each building. And I just so happen to be building it on top of this first one. When I hop over to MC Edit, I'm gonna cut it from the top and put it behind like I have for these. So this is the ground floor, this is like a mid floor, this is the top floor, and then we have the roofs. So it's just like modular design. But anyway, we put like a wall here. And the general pattern I've been following has been to use white concrete for the interior walls, quartz for the floor, stone slabs for the ceiling, sea lantern for the lights. I've basically been keeping everything uniform, and then in MC Edit I changed the actual blocks, because you can select an area, tell it to look for, say, polished granite or terracotta, and tell it to swap it with any other block that you want. So they're all the same color now, but when I start plopping them into the grid area over there, I'll start to go in and actually change the blocks of each of the buildings. Looks really good. Thank you, Jacko. So on the ground floor, we have a kitchen and a lounge area, and just under the stairway, like this is where like Harry Potter lived. Just kind of like a storage closet under the stairs. So on the second floor, I want there to be actual like living quarters, so like bedrooms and a bathroom. But how am I going to fit that in this small space? So this is going to... Oh. Huh. That was weird. That wasn't latency for the live stream. That actually happened to me just now, like on my computer. All right. What's your favorite block? For building, probably like polished diorite. Just because it can be used for, it like looks good for like lobbies and like interior walls of like fancy buildings. It makes good like countertops for like kitchens. It's a very versatile block, and I just like the polished look of it. Granite's pretty good too, because it goes good with like most terracottas and bricks. But I like pretty much any of the polished blocks, I'd say. So I'm going to... How am I going to do this? Let's get a bed. Man, I'm trying to do this in a way that isn't super cramped. Could do this. And then have bookshelves on either side. I already have pots. Do like, I don't know, cute little flower pots. And again, I'm not very good at interiors. That's like my one, I guess, weak point. Because I want it to be, I don't just want it to be like nice looking, I want it to be somewhat like useful, so that people actually playing, like say on survival, have everything they need, like a crafting bench and a place to put their stuff. And this is a very small space to work with. Looks awesome, thank you. So in this very tiny place, I'm going to put a bathroom, hopefully. While I think I'm just going to leave the bedroom open, just like this. So let's get some doors. So open the door. Guess we'll use this. Huh. Minecraft is acting very strange today. Alright, there we go. It's never really been this laggy for me in a long time. So for this, for this building, or this variation, I guess, I'm going to not extend the interior to this like area right here. I'm gonna turn this into a roof of some sort. So something like that. All right. I think I'm gonna go with, let's do dark oak for the roof. I think I like that. What happened? What'd I miss? Johan, you haven't missed too much. I've just been building the interior of this house right here. Also, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. I'm going to finish this, but this isn't actually what I wanted to do quite yet. Actually, I think this will look cooler. I'll do something like this. Nice. What kind of blocks do you like to use when building houses? I guess in terms of these kind of like row homes, I do like using different types of terracotta. So any of the polished andesite, polished diorite, polished granite. I know people like to shit on granite, but it's actually pretty good for building houses, especially in the polished form. Plain old bricks is usually good, at least for like side walls like this. Right now I'm using stone bricks, but plain old bricks is usually pretty good as well. Any of these kind of muted terracottas, so like white terracotta, light gray terracotta, and just plain old terracotta are pretty good. You can get away with like light blue and purple. Cayenne's good too. Once they start getting like super obnoxious, like yellow and like the orange, I kind of like don't really use those as much. Pretty much any like, I guess earth tones or like pastel tones. White concrete's good too, light gray concrete. Bone block I like to use sometimes for interior walls because it kind of has like a weird, like if you want to build like a rundown place, it looks like dirty plain wallpaper, which I like. Quartz, a lot of muted blocks. Flooring, dark prismarine is surprisingly good for flooring. So is like stone slabs and whatnot. But yeah, those are like the main blocks I use. I don't try and use like any wools anymore. I used to use wools a lot just because they were the only real colored blocks that were available. Which the airport let's build. I know people have been wanting me to finish that, and like I get it, but at the same time, it's like the blocks I was using back then, and like just like the build quality back then. I feel like A, I've gotten a lot better, and B, the blocks that I have at my disposal have been getting a lot better, so it's like, I do want to finish it, but at the same time, it's like I kind of cringe at it now. Do you want to play the game where you guess the movie by the emojis? Sure. If this is getting stale, then by all means, yeah, we can start like a fun game of guess the movie based on emojis. I might like get distracted every once in a while, but yeah, if you want to start throwing them out. Alright, Jack Rooney. This message has been held for review. I can still see the emojis. I don't know if anyone else can see, but it's a tent, it's a knife, and it's a hockey stick. So I'm gonna guess Jason, but is that Friday the 13th? I think that's Friday the 13th. I always get those mixed up. I always get Halloween and Friday the 13th mixed, but I think Halloween is Mike Myers, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, so that looks, I like that. So what I was talking about, and the reason I said I was getting ahead of myself, is because before I built this like front, I wanted to copy paste this back area. So going to take this wooden axe, click this, set my first point, and then hopefully get my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I have to copy this in a specific way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I did this right. Ta-da. Oh no, I did it wrong. Yeah, oops. Oof. Wow, this game is... What is my... Oh, no. Video settings. Let's like change it down to 12 chunks. Okay. Alright, so that worked. I didn't do it right the last time, but... I use a mix of brick and plain terracotta when making my suburban homes. I do like them to mix the blocks up sometimes. Yeah, the terracotta and the bricks look really good together. And that was like a combination I used for the first set of blocks I built that I looked at earlier in the stream. And if some of you guys missed it, I can always go back and look at it. Alright, so I copied the same interior to all these different houses. So, the next thing I want to do is figure out how I want to tackle this next. So I think I'm going to make this one into like a balcony. So like I'll gotta do something like this. And that's a bathroom, so we don't really want a window there. Although, actually this one might not be a good candidate for a balcony. I might just have to do an extension. So let's do that. What kind of PC do you play on? Hi, Lucas. There's some loud key switches. They are very loud. I apologize. I'm glad someone said something because I wasn't sure, but now I know. These are buckling spring key switches. I'm currently using a... what year were you made? 1993. IBM Model M keyboard from 1993. So, they're a little loud. I'll actually switch them out soon enough. What kind of PC do you play on? I'm playing on a Dell Inspiron 157577 laptop, which has been my main rig for, man, almost through two years. And while I do like it, I've been thinking of upgrading for a while now. It's definitely on my to-do list. What do you think of the Epic Games versus Apple conflict? I haven't really looked too much into it, to be completely honest. I know very little about it, actually. So if you want to like give like a brief summary of what happened. I know it's like something to do with like Epic Games. Is it like Fortnite or something? Like Apple not allowing their game to be on the Apple Store unless they like did something. I can't really speak to it though because I don't know too much about it. I've been kind of more glued to other things in the news than that. Though don't get me wrong, I do like the latest tech dramas. Sweet. It's like every like 5 minutes the game kind of like locks up on me for some reason. Nice, IBM, yeah. I think in like one stream I talked about, I don't know if it was you, Lucas, but someone was talking to me about IBM keyboards, and I think it was like a couple days later. I was on it's like Marceri or something. It's like an eBay app, and someone posted a Model M for very cheap, and I ended up getting it. Epic Games called Apple a monopoly and violated the App Store purchases rule and set up their own payment, and Fortnite got banned on Apple and are going to sue Apple and Google for similar reasons. Epic Games called Apple a monopoly. So they called Apple a monopoly. They set up their own payment option while using the App Store. Is that what that is? Yeah, I'll read up on that, Jacko, and get back to you, because I don't know. That sounds a little like Apple doesn't have like a very good track record in my book, so I mean, just based off that, I feel like Epic Games probably has a right to be pissed at Apple. But I'll read up on it and like get back to you. I recently found a Commodore 64 at a local yard sale. Nice. Good shit. Man, I wish I found some nice stuff at like yard sales, but nothing like that. I think if you watch my my Commodore 64 video, I forget how much I paid for it, but it was a lot. So yeah, if you got that for a good price, then good for you. That's quite the find. Hopefully it's in good condition. Also, if it came with a power supply, be careful about using the power supply on it. Commodore power supplies are infamous for wearing out over time, and when they do, they like send the wrong voltages to like the RAM, and will like start to fry ICs and stuff. You can get like third party. There's some enthusiasts who make brand new power supplies for Commodore computers, and the one I got in showcased on that video was like one of the more reasonable ones. They are pretty expensive, but Epic Games recreated the 1984 Macintosh trailer. I saw that. That looked funny. Yeah, on TV it was a rotten apple. That is funny. Because, yeah, Apple were very concerned about the monopoly that IBM was posing back in the day. Yeah. I've been meaning to actually like look into that, because I do see it. I follow a lot of tech YouTubers and stuff, like Review Tech USA and like Dave 2D and whatnot, or David Lee now. But yeah, I haven't been good in keeping up with whatever it is Apple's doing. The coding on the cable wasn't the best shape, but it worked. That's good. If you have a multimeter, I would definitely check. There's like 2 pins that you can like read the like the voltage, and if it's like I forget the details, but there are tutorials you can follow on how to test your Commodore power supply, and it will kill your Commodore 64 if you're not careful. So I definitely recommend, even if it works, it can be like, it's kind of like a slow death thing where it'll work, but the voltages will be slightly off, and that'll only get worse over time. So it'll be like still within spec, but like more than putting out more than what it's like designed to, and that will keep increasing and increasing until it starts frying your components. And then you're gonna have to end up replacing RAM, or in like more extreme cases like entire like chips. And speaking of coding, I was kind of worried about this keyboard. Let me unplug it and show you what I mean, if it'll decide to unplug. But where was it? Yeah, like here, wait. Minecraft's choosing to lock up on me right now. I don't know if you can see that. That's my Model M keyboard cable is like disintegrating. There's that, and then there's it's like the coil part of it is also not looking too smexy right now. Which I don't know really. I don't know how to fix other than replacing the cable itself. And this is the PS2 to USB adapter I got. It's a dual PS2, which is nice, so you can plug in a mouse and a keyboard at the same time. The motherboard appears to work, but the casing is cracked. On the interior or exterior? Because yeah, their Commodore cases are pretty infamous with like getting cracks over time. And like oh, exterior, oof. Sometimes you could get good deals for just like plain old cases with like no internals. If you're patient on like eBay or like any other of those like selling apps, then maybe you could find like a replacement for a good price. Or even like parts machines, depending on if you live near like a population dense area. Commodore 64s are usually pretty common on like the Facebook marketplace. I live near a couple cities, so I don't see them too much, but they do. There's usually like one or two floating around. But anyway, I'm gonna go get a quieter keyboard. And like that, I'm back. I got this Dell keyboard at Goodwill for like $5 3 years ago, and honestly, it's one of my favorite keyboards. Has 2 USB on the back, plenty of media keys, all that good stuff. And we were talking about my rig, how I've been using a Dell laptop for the past couple years, and I've been thinking of upgrading. I want to build my first desktop, but I never know when to like jump in. The mistake I made with this laptop was I bought it like right at the end of its cycle, and then right when I bought it, like literally a month later, they released the refresh of this, which is when they jumped from the Dell gaming laptops being the Inspirons to their own G3, G5, and G7 laptops. What inspired you to make videos? I mean, I've always been I've always focused in like art growing up. I like to draw a lot as a kid, and that kind of like over time morphed into animation, which morphed into video making, and then YouTube got into video games, and then subsequently got into like watching people like CNanners and like the really early like Let's Plays and stuff, and like the idea of capturing, like for some reason the idea of video capturing was like very like inspiring to me. I was like, huh, that's so cool. And like I was like, I didn't really question it. I was just like, I want to do that. I'm making your Cespa skyscraper. Nice. Yeah. The crack is on the back of it, out of immediate sight, so I may leave it that way. Yeah, that's good. That would suck if it was like right on the front. But yeah, cracks on the back. If it's out of sight, it's out of mind. Are you still building skyscrapers? I am. Right now I'm building houses mostly, but I'm definitely gonna be building skyscrapers. They are like pretty repetitive work and are kind of like a whole process, so I like to take breaks in between building skyscrapers. And I'm starting a new city project, which is what we've been working on. So more skyscrapers are definitely in the pipeline, as they say. But what was I saying? Yeah, I made the mistake of buying this laptop at the end of its like run, and then right after I bought it, the refresh of the model came out, and it was like the Dell G7s, which were really nice. And I actually use those at work. We have some available. And like the build quality is pretty nice. But this the next computer I want to build, and I want it to be a desktop. Will you make a vid about the IAA building from GTA? I did make a dedicated video kind of showcasing that skyscraper. Are you referring to like a tutorial? Normally with like the Samsung Plaza skyscraper, enough people were like, you need to make a tutorial on this, and I kind of broke down and did. So if people want to see like a tutorial for the IAA building or the FIB building, then I can look into making a tutorial for it. The problem with that though is that like I don't know if I should do a tutorial for that single building or for the entire complex, because that's like a twin tower kind of complex in the game. So yeah, I'd have to kind of like plan that out more so than like other skyscrapers. Did you give up on building Titan City? I don't hear about Titan City anymore. I am currently working on a new improved city, so for the time being I've shelved Titan City. Basically the model I've followed has been to start a new project when new like technologies are like made available, or new features are made available. So like the first city I built was West Egg City. That was built when the Xbox 360 only supported survival mode, and you had to duplicate blocks if you wanted to build anything like at a large scale. Then once creative mode came out and the height limit was increased, I started a new project to better, I guess, utilize those new features, which was Titan City. Since Titan City, I've moved to the PC, which a lot of new features have been released since then. More blocks, infinite worlds, more customizable flat worlds. When I built Titan City, originally it was on a limited flat world on the Xbox 360, which limited like the terrain. I kind of wanted Titan City to be a like an island, but I couldn't because I couldn't make my own presets for like a flat world. So now that those new features are available, I kind of want to start a new project to better utilize them. Have you heard of the H700 Shenzhen Tower? Not until now. This is nice looking. Damn. Yeah, China and their skyscrapers, they don't fuck around. But that's cool. Yeah, I guess Shenzhen, and like, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right, but there are a lot of Chinese cities that are just booming right now. I know Shenzhen is known for it's like electronics, and someone in my family is actually from there. I'm on an 11-year-old laptop I restored. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing it's a PC. It's like the Mac I use is like 7 years old. Computers don't really lose their like, I guess, utility like they used to. It used to be you would buy a computer and then like within like a couple years it would be obsolete. Nowadays, like, you can get away with 10-year-old computers and laptops. The computer that drives my TV in the background is that $20 Dell I got at a thrift store for like $20. Shanghai Tower is China's tallest building at 632 meters in height. Yeah. Shanghai Tower's insane. And it's like having trouble getting tenants, I heard, but that usually happens. Skyscrapers are like, they usually take a while to like kind of settle into whatever city they're built in. And like usually there's like some financial issues that hit like the economy that like either stunts the growth of the skyscraper or like cancels it altogether. Got it to run Windows 10. Nice. I wonder how that does it run it well, is I guess my next question. It's funny, have you been streaming for over an hour? I know. I kinda like shooting the shit though. It's mighty tall, yeah. I feel sorry for the window cleaners of skyscrapers, yeah. Although, I mean, you probably can't beat the view. I should probably get back to building. I can run Minecraft at 100 frames per second. Nice. But the building, what I showed, will be 700 meters in height. It will become China's tallest building in 2030. Wow. That is if everything goes right. Who knows if it'll get caught in like funding hell or like construction hell, like with the Mile High Tower in Saudi Arabia. That was like supposed to be finished, I think, this year, but everyone on the like development team got like arrested for like corruption and stuff. So now it's just kind of like a 60 floor concrete sarcophagus in the middle of like just like an empty field. But that building, what I showed you, will be. Oh, I read that one. All right. Apologize for like the weird jumps in frame rate on Minecraft. I don't know why it's doing that. It might be because I kind of mess with the latency settings on YouTube, so it might be. I want it to be a little higher quality, so it might be kind of eating into the performance. Didn't China do something recently limiting the height of skyscrapers? I believe it was in a B1M video. Yeah, I remember. I'm trying to remember what like the details of that were. I think that was like to limit like the. I thought that had more to do with like the design of skyscrapers, because there were a lot of kind of critically panned skyscrapers, I feel like, that were coming out, and people weren't too happy about them. So I think they made it like stricter guidelines on like how to design your skyscraper, and maybe like they also made strict like height limits in certain areas. It'll be open in 2025. Just to rest making that. Alright, so yeah. Trying to vary the front facades of these buildings, or these houses, which are essentially the same on the inside. It's just the outside that'd be different. Something like that. You wish to stay there? Stay at like the building? Is it a residential building or is it like mixed use? Alright. So you got two more. You made the Burj Dubai. Nice. I think that's funny how it was like called the Burj Dubai, but they ran out of funding, and the guy who kind of saved the project was like, I'll give you the money for it, but you have to name it after me. At least that's, I remember how it went down, which is why it's called the Burj Khalifa now. Also, Dubai Creek Tower, I wonder how that's going. How's everybody handling the quarantine? Been going strong for like 100 some days, 174 days or something like that. I think that's how long it's been going on. Sir Anthony Hopkins made a video on Twitter, and that's what he said. Dubai is making a large island. I remember when, like back in like 2004, seeing like a Discovery Channel documentary on those islands. It was like the Palm, and it was the like the World. And the Palm was cool. I remember liking the Palm, but the World one, where it was like every island was like its own continent. I remember like thinking, wow, that's like the tackiest, ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. And like, I always wondered like whatever happened to that. But it turns out it like failed. And is now like just kind of any progress on it's frozen. And there's like, I think only like 2 or 3 of the actual islands are inhabited by anything. One of them's like a yacht club, and the other's some other thing, like some private house. Yeah, I think the 2008 financial crisis kind of put an end to that pipe dream. Quarantine is alright. I've been mainly playing Survival Minecraft. Dude, Survival Minecraft, I never got into it, but I started playing it recently. Nothing really beats Survival Minecraft. When I play creative Minecraft, it's like I kind of have obligations, you know. I have to be working on like a city project, but like in survival, you could just do what you want, and it's very relaxing. Will you make a vid about how to make the Freedom Tower in New York? I don't know. People like Juicy Taz have pretty good, or at least I think they have like tutorials on how to build that. If I want to put my own spin on it, maybe. It depends, like, I did the Twin Towers, and like, those buildings are huge, or were huge, and Minecraft is still very limiting in its like scale. The height limit's still at like 255 meters or whatever, 255 blocks. So like any of those huge buildings I have to like scale down, which like I kind of feel weird about. Which is why I usually try and stay away from like super tall buildings, and when I do them, like I did with the Twin Towers, I get as much height out of them as possible, which is why I didn't build the spire on top of One World Trade Center. Because one, I figured I could just like explain away that, oh, this is like the 1970 version of it when it didn't have the spire, you know? And two, I could get more height out of it and therefore not have to cut down the scale as much as if I included it. Because I like building things more or less to scale. Will you collaborate with any other Minecraft YouTubers? Maybe. They haven't really asked me. And I not really particularly like close with any. I just kind of like the full extent of like any relationship I have with another Minecraft YouTuber is like we put like we'll occasionally comment nice things on each other's videos. But in terms of like collaborate, I haven't really. The problem with me is that I'm really bad at like communicating any free time I have, so working that out with me would be a nightmare for whoever wants to collaborate, because I'm not always sure when I'm going to be free. I wouldn't be against collaborating. I just feel like it would be kind of a pain to set up. And that would be my fault more than anyone else. But I guess to summarize, I'm open to the idea, but not particularly like in close contact with any other big Minecraft builders, and even if I was, I probably would be bad at actually like setting up the logistics of it. And like another thing is like a lot of the Minecraft YouTubers that I was like, I guess, close with, or like we're friends with. It's like people like Juicy Taz and like Brent, and like Comlet. I forget if it's Comlet or Comic. I feel like they all went to like the Bedrock edition on like Xbox One, and maybe some of them are on PlayStation. I don't really know, but I've kind of just stuck with PC. I do have Bedrock Edition, like I said, on the PlayStation 4, and I do have Windows 10 Edition, although I uninstalled it. I don't know if I actually have to buy it again if I ever want to play it again, but I feel like we're on different platforms, because a lot of them do like actual like development for like the like packs that you can buy on Bedrock Edition, so like map packs and whatnot. They like do like building as like a partnered like person with Microsoft. I've seen the world's 5th tallest building. I can't remember off the top of my head which one that is, but that's cool. Nice. Which building is that? Have you seen the tour Crystal Tower? I have not. I have not been to. Are you referring to the tour? Do you mean the Cespa Tower? Because I've not been to Spain yet, but it's on the bucket list, and I would definitely like to see it. But no, I have not. I think I've answered most of the questions on here. Alright, so we got some like townhouse designs. Problem with my laptop is that it has only an hour and a half battery life from full to empty. Yeah, I feel ya. This computer is only 2 years old, and the battery life is already garbage. Just being like a gaming laptop. It runs very hot, and the battery life is. It's probably not 2 hours bad, but it's definitely. It's no like ultra light book or something like that. It's next to the Cespa building. Oh, I've seen this building. I didn't know what it was or what its name was. But yeah. I saw it while looking at like pictures of the CESPA building. Nice. Kind of looks like the Freedom Tower. But then again, like most of these angular glass buildings do. Like, I forget what it's called. I think it's like literally called the World Trade Center. You know, Con Peterson Fox made it. Let's see, it was super tall, I believe. I guess it wasn't. See if it's under their office projects. Hudson Yards, 52 Lime Street. Sorry, I'm looking for this one building that looks like where is it? Oh, here it is. Northeast Asia Trade Tower. I feel like this looks a lot like Freedom Tower, at least from this angle. But yeah. Be back in a bit. Alright. See you, Jacko, for now. I live in near Charlotte. The city is getting a lot of new skyscrapers. Have you seen Shanghai World Center? The World Financial Center? I believe I have. That's like the... I think they call it the bottle opener, because it looks like a... This is just an iconic building. It does look like a bottle opener. Which that hole was originally supposed to be circular, but people thought it was kind of reminiscent of the rising sun Japanese flag. So they changed it to the kind of upside down, this shape. I think this is my favorite new skyscraper though. The Ping An Financial Center. This will load. Yeah. Nice. I don't know. It's kind of like the best modern take on like kind of. It almost has like an Art Deco kind of look to it. I really like it. You're making the H700 in Minecraft. Nice. Try the Duke Energy building in Charlotte. It looks like the Shanghai World Financial Center. Duke Energy building. This one. I can kind of see it. Oh wow, yeah. Like a slightly stubbier version of it. Yeah, it does. Actually, I think I might have seen this building. I feel like I've driven through Charlotte. What state is Charlotte in again? Is it Is it North Carolina? I think I've driven through North Carolina before. Yeah, I've definitely driven through this city. Or wait, no, it might not. It might have been, I might be getting it confused with like Tennessee, which has a building that kind of looks like that, but more evil. Anyway, I digress. All right. So, I'm gonna save this, I'm gonna quit. Going to go find is chat dead? I don't know, people are talking. I mean, we only have 5 viewers right now, so it's not like this is a widely viewed stream. But that's okay, because that means it's just more intimate. You're more likely to get your questions answered, and you don't have to donate money to get an answer. Alright. So I'm going to cut these. To paste them like here. Whoa. Would you be my neighbor? Depends on where you live. I don't want to uproot and leave my workplace. I would not be opposed to being most people's neighbor. Alright, that's all I had to do. Let's exit out of here. Play some Minecraft. Already got to plug your laptop in. The struggle's real. Yeah, it might as well be a desktop. There comes a point where your battery is so far gone that just kind of putting it in a corner and leaving it there is the best option. The $25 thrift store laptop that I did a video on is great, but yeah, it just remains permanently plugged in. I like your desktop. Thank you. I don't have a desktop. Oh, that's one thing I wanted to show. Let me load this up real quick. But, alright. I kept trying to lead up to this, but I kept getting off topic. But I want to build my own PC. And I haven't bought any components yet, but I did buy a case. And it's a Sun. It's a vintage. I kind of want to build a sleeper PC, which are like those PCs that are like an old, out of date case, but the inside is all like top of the line, you know, like current parts. So like a current CPU, GPU, all that good stuff. But I want to put it all in this case, which I'm going to pull up right now. Yeah. This guy. Which is from like 2006. And Sun Microsystems is no longer a company. But they made really nice like business class like workstations. Yeah. Let me try and open it. If I like tip over my desk, this will make for a good stream. The build quality is really nice, and I think it'll fit like a normal ATX board, motherboard that is, but very nice on the inside. Anyway, when I find the time to build a PC, that's what it's going in. Hopefully with minimal casework required. How are you doing today? I'm doing fine, Eli. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I was worried I had COVID for a while. I still kind of am. I had a cough earlier today, but it's kind of gone away, to be honest. And I have gotten tested for corona. The insides are a little cramped. Yeah. It is huge, though. It's a pretty big, it's a big boy. And like I said, it should fit an ATX motherboard. I might have to do some work with like the drive bays and whatnot. It has like a like this daughter board that's just a bunch of SATA ports. So it like supports multiple drives, although I might not be able to find like a modern motherboard that can connect to that SATA daughter board thing. Yeah, and overheating might be a problem, but honestly, I've been like I said, all of my current workstation and my previous workstation have all been laptops. So literally, I feel like any desktop I make will be an improvement, at least in terms of thermals.
Hello.
Hello. What up?
Are you making the more houses?
More houses, yeah. I'm working on the roofs now.
Nice roofs.
How you doing?
Okay.
What are you making? It
I'm
smells
just
delicious.
making rice. I'm gonna put some soy sauce, mirin, and some maybe a little bit of spices in it.
Why does it smell so good?
I don't know.
For just being rice. It's alright. Nice.
Let's see how the timer's going.
I'm still making a city in Minecraft nice.
Oh, okay.
Good to hear. Should put it up for download at some point. Might do a tour of it. So how does this look? That looks alright. So you know how I built all of these floors on top of this, and then I cut and pasted them onto the ground. I'm gonna do the same thing with the roofs, which is what I'm doing right now. So I'm gonna build custom roofs for all of these different buildings, and then make them their own puzzle pieces behind, like so, like I did with those roofs over there. But anyway, let's go to Nether Brick. Actually, wonder how this will turn out. Yeah, to get back to someone was asking earlier what blocks are good for building houses. Nether brick, I think, makes a really good like tiled roof. Some people don't like that it's kind of like purple, but honestly, I think it looks fine. See ya gamers, see ya Lucas. You're making the downtown area, nice. So you're doing like all the skyscrapers and stuff. Yeah, I want this new city project to have like different districts. So like I want to build a like an industrial park and a residential area, which is what I'm working on now. Like a mid density commercial area with like shops and stuff, and then like the financial district, which is all skyscrapers. At least that's the plan. From scratch, nice. Yeah. That's what I'm kind of doing with Titan City. I'm just kind of cutting it loose and starting from scratch. It was good for its time, but I think I've grown past it. Now I'll wait for my computer to stop glitching. I wonder if it's getting hot. No. I mean, my laptop's hot, but it hasn't done this before. I do think it's just because of the fact that I messed with the latency settings.
No grape juice for you?
No grape juice. Oh, actually. See, I wasn't gonna have it until you brought it up, and now I'm.
Technically, there is no grape juice, but there is apple juice. Like.
Oh, is there?
I mean, color-wise, like. Think about this. Oh wait, no, you finished that one, didn't you?
I don't think I finished it.
I'm sorry, I interrupted everything. This is my fault.
No.
This was a. Just drink out of the bottle at this point. It's not enough to fill the glass.
That is irresponsible.
Yeah, well. Alright. I mean, I guess there isn't a lot. That is just enough.
There's some left if you want to.
I'll have some maybe.
It's actually like, it's like a perfect full glass.
Oh.
I can pour you one.
I'll hold off on it a little bit. I have some stuff to do. It's looking nice.
It'd have to be in the champagne flute. And I trust you more with that than myself.
What? Oh, pouring? Yeah.
No, just using the champagne flute. So, I got these nice little apple juice glasses.
He broke, like, we've been...
Alright, hold up.
You broke...
Hold up.
You broke, like, 2 or 3 cups. We, like, moved in, like, not that long ago.
Can you blame me, though? I know champagne flutes are a thing, but this was built to be broken. Look at this. All I'm saying is that when this is meant to be filled with an alcoholic substance, and you make it this tall and flimsy, it's just asking to be broken by tipsy and or drunk people. Happens to my Xbox all the time. Overheating? Really? I guess so, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't put it past. But what I'm saying is I trust you with that more than I trust myself, because I've already broken one.
You broke my favorite mug, too.
I did. That's because it was all soapy, though, and I was doing dishes.
I feel like
and in my defense, I have fixed it. All I'm saying is that the two instances in which I broke cups, one, we were able to find a perfect replacement at Goodwill. And the second, I was able to glue back together. So, nothing lost. Have you heard of the new Central Park Tower in New York? I have, yes. I've kind of been following, in general, all the weird, super skinny skyscrapers that New York City has been building to maximize their land value on, like, the Billionaires Row and whatnot, and how they're kind of, like, casting shadows into Central Park, which is kind of shitty if you think about it, but I get it. I don't like it, but I get it. And, I mean, they are interesting buildings. They're just... It is a little... I don't know how I'd feel living in one, though. Like, I know engineering-wise, they must be sound, you know, and New York has, you know, good. It's not like in Dubai where they have to, like, put, like, piles, like,
So
100 feet
rice?
into the ground to build foundations.
Would you like some rice in a bit?
Okay,
Okay.
in a little bit.
Alright.
I'll finish the roofs and then I guess call it a stream, and then Where'd what go? Oh, I've been playing Minecraft and I'm still on the there we go. Sorry about that, guys. I built this actually, now that I think about it, that's kind of an ugly orange. But yeah, I've heard of Central Park Tower. It's kind of like in the vein of 432 Park Avenue or whatever it's called. And that it's like a skinny, super skinny, super ultra wealthy building for millionaires and billionaires. You've seen the Lotte World, is it Latte or the Latte World Tower? The Lot World Tower, yeah, that's an interesting, because it's like a theme park. And then there's like it was built, like, it was incorporated into like a theme park that's also like the Lot theme park, whatever, Latte theme park. I have seen that building. I think it's interesting looking. It looks like a wine bottle. My city has a castle with cathedrals. Nice. So it's like a more kind of, I guess, like old European style city. Does it have like meandering like footpaths and whatnot? That's like a style of building that I've always kind of wanted to try. Although I like my grids, so I don't know how well I could do that. 2 cathedrals, nice. And cathedrals, I've yet to try and build anything like that. I built a town hall, which was like the most ornamental kind of building I've built. It was very loosely based off of the Philadelphia town hall, which I was living like next to at the time. I built that. There's a video on it. It's like from 2017 I built when I lived in Philly. Which, fun fact, was on the Windows 10 version of Minecraft, and I've since uninstalled it and probably lost that world, so. Its height is 555 meters. Wait. Oh, I thought you were talking about, I thought you were Jack. I got you and Jacko's comments mixed. I thought you were saying you built a 555 meter tall cathedral. But yeah, the Lotte, it's the tallest in South Korea, isn't it? In some parts, there's quite old stuff. Like even my house was built over 100 years ago. Oh, nice. That's right. You live in the the Europe area. I'm over here in the States where things are getting pretty weird, I guess, in terms of political climate and yeah. And the United States is a relatively new country, so we don't really have the area I live in is pretty much where most of the like oldest buildings in the country are, which are like kind of ruins of like old brick houses and like colonial style houses and whatnot. At some parts there is quite, yeah, so over 100 years ago, yeah. So my one friend, they have like a piece of the Underground Railroad in their basement, and like I used to go swimming at this old lady's who had a pool, but her house was from the 1700s and like still had like its original like doors and whatnot. Norwich, Barker. I live in Norwich. Portsmouth. Nice. Who did you vote for? I didn't vote yet. We don't have voting's on November 3rd. At least for us. The primary I voted for a man by the name of Bernie Sanders, but he is not the Democratic ticket, so I'm gonna vote for Biden. Joe Biden. Who hasn't really been saying much, but I think he's better than Trump. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Wow. But yeah, there's a lot of really old buildings where I live. Like I used to go for a walk in this park, and like there were like actual like ruins of like 200, 300-year-old houses. It's like very pretty, but it's also very eye-opening because it's like the United States is definitely a new country, but it still has like quite a history, quite a dark history at that. But anyway, would have sounded less creepy if you said cool. If you said cool, I don't know. When did I sound creepy? I'm sorry. I try not to be creepy. Oh. I think you guys were talking to each other, never mind. But anyway. But yeah, the UK, you guys got your like old walls, right? Or is that I think that's like Scotland and Ireland. Like a lot of kind of like old 1,000-year-old walls everywhere. Okay. Well, that's a relief. I do want to like visit places like France and whatnot, where they have like 1,000-year-old or like 1600s chateaus and like castles and whatnot. History started 30,000 BC. That sounds about right. Yeah. Europe and Asia and Africa, they all have quite the history. And I mean, the United States has quite a history too. Like when I refer to American history, like I mean, we had an indigenous population that's been here for ages and ages and ages, you know. But unfortunately, the history of this country doesn't usually glosses over that in favor of when the likes of Christopher Columbus came over and kind of genocided the land. And more or less kind of F things up for the indigenous people. And I guess with like history, it's like, yeah, depending on how you want to frame it, you can go back pretty much to the beginning. Back with Pangea, when we are all on the same continent. Yeah, wow. The nether brick looks really purple when sitting next to dark oak wood. Columbus took all the credit and killed the people there to make it look like it was an undiscovered country. Pretty much, yeah. He and it's weird because, you know, it gets more nuanced in like high school and college, but basically the image you're kind of ingrained with is that Columbus discovered America, which like he didn't really set foot in what is now like the United States. He was more down in like Central and South America. And he did horrible things to the people there. Not a nice guy. Old Christopher Columbus. There's a good if you ever want to watch a good video, there's a channel called Renegade Cut that does like a video on The Simpsons and how the Christopher Columbus stand-in for Springfield. I forget his first name, but his last name is Springfield, and he quote unquote founded the city of Springfield. And everyone in the town is kind of like taught from a young age how like amazing he was, and that he was like this crazy like adventurous dude. He was like this mythic man, and then Lisa finds out that he was actually a pirate who like did horrible things. With the obvious parallel being the United States and its relationship with the likes of Christopher Columbus and like the founding fathers and whatnot. And like the moral of the story is kind of not good in at least in the Simpsons episode, where Lisa basically allows people to continue to believe in like the lie because the good outweighs the bad in her eyes. But I mean, when it comes to the United States, it's kind of been the opposite, where, you know, not understanding the history of the country is kind of is arguably worse than knowing it. When you said if you want to find a good video, I thought stay on this channel. Oh, yeah, and a good video on this channel? Yeah, right. Now, all the good videos are on other channels. Hi, Newcastle. Someone did a vid, a very tall building smaller than the Burj Dubai. Someone did a vid of a very tall building smaller than the Burj Dubai. Huh. That's one thing. One of the more popular videos on my channel is the height comparison, which is strictly like comparing the heights of my personal builds and not like buildings from real life. And I get a lot of people asking me where like the Burj Khalifa is, when in reality I couldn't build that even if I wanted to, because of the height limit in this game, which I always thought was funny. Oh, thank you, Jacko. Yeah. Wouldn't be watching this if you didn't make it videos. I try. That's another thing. Back to like an hour earlier in the stream when someone was asking me if I'll ever collaborate with other Minecraft YouTubers. I kind of like have been less focused on Minecraft on this channel and more interested in like the vintage computer stuff, which I know is kind of like might be dumb in terms of like if I want more views, but as I get older, it's like I still, don't get me wrong, I still love Minecraft. It's just like don't feel the same thing I did when I first started playing it, you know, and I can't justify dedicating as much time to it as I did in the past, like in high school and middle school and whatnot. Or actually, Minecraft wasn't around when I was in middle school. I think the first year I went into high school was the year it came out. Hit the 2 hour mark, yes. 2 hour and 1 minute. 2 hours and 1 minute. Does this mean this is the longest stream I've done? I mean, we've got a lot done, to be honest. I'm probably going to get something to eat, though, after I'm done building the roofs of these. computer's choking on me. We good? Alright, we're good. Oh yeah, that's right. The Resident Evil live stream was 2 hours 27 minutes. That's another thing. Yeah, I've just the name of the game for me has been to diversify like what I do on this channel, and not kind of any pigeonholing I've done into Minecraft. I'm trying to like kind of distance myself from. Not because I'm not going to be playing Minecraft at any time in the near future, but more because for my own sanity, I don't
Do you want to spoon with your rice?
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you. I don't want to dedicate nearly as much time to Minecraft as I've done in the past, so things like Resident Evil playthroughs and vintage computer videos keep me sane, so that when I do play Minecraft, it's not like done without any motivation. Oh wow, hour 27 minutes. This is the longest. Nice. Well, you guys are a part of history. How long was Cyberpunk? Exactly, K-pop money, or mummy, sorry. For me, I mean, I wouldn't be frowny faced in Minecraft. More, the happy face lasts a lot shorter in Minecraft compared to maybe not Fortnite, but like Resident Evil. Which I'm gonna do another playthrough of Resident Evil 4 if they ever make a remake of it, an HD remake, which has been like rumored to be in the works. What have I created? What is this? What have I done? What a weird design. I just kind of like went on autopilot for a second and came up with, oh god. Oh dear, oh dear Jesus. I've yet to play Fortnite. I downloaded it once, but never played it. And since first downloading it, my copy of Windows got corrupted and I had to reinstall it, so currently do not have Fortnite. I know it's free, but is it really free, quote unquote, or is it like it's free, but if you want to actually win, you're gonna have to fork over some money? I'm just kind of putting some finishing touches to this. I'm curious now, how long was the Resident Evil or the Cyberpunk live stream? I forget what I even did in that one. Let's see my channel. By the way, if you guys can't find the live stream VODs, they are unlisted, but they're in a playlist. So you just have to go to my playlists, and it's called Full Live Streams. Whoop. So yeah, let's see. Got 2 hours and 49 minutes. Wow. 1 hour 59, 1 hour 56. They usually hover around 1 hour or 2 hours. Oh, the political compass one was 2 hours and 5 minutes. I didn't know that.
Here's some rice.
Thank you. Oh. Oh, it looks delish. It looks.
Sorry, dinner was so late.
That's all good. I've been. Oh my god, it's 8 p.m. Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, I hit F. Going to finish up. Oh, that's right.
You might be sick.
I might be
shouldn't
sick.
Kiss you.
I check every day if you've got a stream planned and link on search to quickly get your channel. That's how good your videos are. Oh, thank you so much, man. That means a lot.
That was really sweet.
I try. Yeah, sorry I've been so, is despondent the right word? I just got like, it's like right when I was getting into a good rhythm with live streams, my work started picking up and was
Crazy, yeah.
crazy, yeah.
It was a little intense.
And the little time I did have for YouTube, I wanted to dedicate to making just like fully edited like production videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably late for you. You're 6 hours ahead, right?
1 a.m.
Oh man. That's right. I have a lot of international viewers. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to do earlier streams.
Oh, the other person said same. I'm tired right now. Oh no.
Like your desktop. Thank you. Oh, that's what you meant earlier by desktop. I thought you were talking about my computer. I was like, I'm on a laptop, but thank you. Yeah, that's a
It's the background. That's what it means.
it's the classic Mac guy. But anyway. I think they can hear you chewing. I'm gonna finish up. And then
I'm sorry if everyone heard me chewing.
it's all
That
good.
was really obnoxious. Oh. This is what happens when you do streams at night and then I make dinner too late.
It was like a perfect storm. But I am pretty much done with this stream. I just have to cut and paste. Ta-da. So, my dad likes Atlantis Hotel in Dubai. That one's really cool. That's like the, that's like part of a theme park, isn't it? Or like a water park. It's one with like the cool like opening. Another wholesome stream. Yes. Very wholesome. And the stream, like all good things, must come to an end. Because I'm hungry and tired. I think we want to eat food.
Well, I've been eating, but I'm chewing in the microphone apparently.
This is true. This is true.
This is true.
But
If my dad likes the Atlantis Hotel in Dubai,
can end on that. Let's see. Atlantis Hotel.
is that the one that is like resides underwater?
I think it might be like partially. It might have like a
Like
little
that's-
gimmick thing.
Like it's partially submerged underwater, or there's an aspect, or am I just fever dreaming some realized version of
I don't fault you for thinking.
of
Oh yeah, underwater rooms. Let's see. Whoa.
Wait. Really? They'll make a BioShock before you know it. They should make a BioShock theme.
Atlantis, Dubai.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh god, I love that so much. I would die to go there. To take a bath while being surrounded by fish is so funny though.
This poor lady woke up to a bunch of fish like perving on her.
No. That's not how any of this works.
Let's play this.
This is not The Shape of Water. PG-13 though.
Wow.
Kids. Oh. Don't watch don't watch it. Or
Wait, that's the whole video? Wait, it's just like the same scene copy pasted. Wow.
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 I wouldn't mind going there though, in all seriousness. I'm a marine biology nerd. I really like marine biology. I think a lot of creatures are fascinating. In the water specifically. It's cute.
I would not mind going. It's probably like $10 million an hour.
Yeah, how much?
Wait,
much
let's
is
see.
the rate?
I want to see how much this is.
That would be cute for a vacation if we had the money.
Stays. Let's see.
It's very.
Imperial Club Rooms, Signature Suites. Let's see how much is Signature.
It's luxury.
Underwater
suite.
suite.
We did it.
Let's see. Oh. Underwater features. Yes.
Does
Yes.
it not include the price?
Include your
They don't want to deter you.
There's so much to do while you're here. Diving in Atlantis. Dolphin Bay. Restaurants.
Well, there's some. I have some qualms with the dolphin swim, although I have done it myself because they're like sentient, really conscious like creatures, like non-human persons. If you want to like read actually like a really good scientific argument or somewhat, it's mixed with science and anecdotes, but like if you want to really hear like a good structured like argument for like basically the personhood or captivity of dolphins, I recommend In Defense of Dolphins by Thomas I. Waite. It's pretty compelling, but I'm also a nerd, so I don't expect everyone to really like that.
One day super pass for adults. AED 320. I don't know the conversion rate for.
Yeah, this is like a whole journey now.
Currency in Dubai converter. So let's see.
ASD was it?
United Arab Emirates dirham.
To the United States dollar. Yeah. And there you are. Okay.
It was like it was 320. Wait, no way. $87? No. I'm doing something wrong. It can't be that cheap. Dubai is like the rich people paradise.
I mean, even just regarding the actual construction of the rim, like...
Dubai is so rich. The Burj Al Arab has a lot of gold, like OMG. Yeah, they like their gold. They are rich but can't make a good trailer. That is true, yeah. They just had the same 3 scenes that played on loop. It's kind of... And they have like
they were high production, but they were like really short, and so it wasn't really like that good. The editing was kind of like, all right, well, I guess
like,
they're
okay, that
fish.
scene. 3 scenes, then it's that same scene again. That scene, it's just the same 3 scenes.
And then she wakes up to fish.
And then she wakes up to fish.
That's
Just
it.
like in real life. This is why this stream is going to be the longest stream I do, because we're going to get caught up on trying to
Dubai.
find the going rates for an underwater room.
But I'd actually really love to go there. That would be such a fun vacation.
That would be really nice, actually. I'm down. I could get behind
We still have to go to
taking
Europe.
a shower with a bunch of fish watching me.
No, majority of
Special
them.
offers. Maybe.
But if you think about it,
Oh, that's right. It's on the palm.
if you think about it, life. So we're just taking a bath watching the fish. The fish are just living their lives. Like the ocean is just but a big giant bath. They're just that's it. Just living in baths.
Book now. All right. I
Natural
don't
bath.
buy anything.
Theoretically.
I mean, I guess $80 a day is a bit steep, but still.
Well, I thought rates would be like, 100 or over 100,
Yeah.
I know especially like in some hotels it like can cost like 1,000.
Yeah. But I feel like I've stayed at hotels that were like I stayed at one in Vermont that was like I think it was like $60 split between the three of us.
That's good.
In Wilmington, Vermont. And then we went to Burlington. Did not see Bernie Sanders.
There's more rice if you want it.
Dubai is not the main city of the United Arab Emirates. That's right, isn't it? What is it? Is it no, Jeddah's Saudi Arabia. There's another one that starts with a D, right? It's Doha or something.
You just see me in the background awkwardly eating rice.
Yeah.
Oh.
The Stradman took an Agera RS1 to the Burj Al Arab. Is that like wait? Burj Al Arab. I have to look up both of those things. I'm blanking on what the Burj Al Arab looks like. Oh, is that the oh, it's a Koenigsegg sports car. And then the Burj Al Arab, that's the one that's the sail, like 7-star hotel.
Huh.
Burj Al. I would like to stay in that actually.
The which hotel?
Yeah,
Which hotel?
this one.
Oh wow, look at that architecture. What is the interior like?
It's gold.
Just all gold, like actually gold.
Pretty much. See? It's very schmaltzy.
Like Fibonacci had a baby with Cheesecake Factory.
That's right. They have basically they were like, let's put a rainbow and gold everywhere. So like each floor is like a color palette or a color swatch.
Wait,
of,
that's
like-
actually that one's appealing. This one is like, whoa,
Yeah.
it's a lot.
So they went all out. Nice. Yeah, Dubai likes their super elegant, or maybe not elegant, but what's the word I'm looking for? Just over the top interiors with their like very futuristic exteriors. Like imagine sleeping in that bed.
Just gonna give you the rest of this rice.
And then like this is all like tarp, I think. Or something like that. Like this is like a fabric of some kind. They really went all out with the whole like wind sail theme with that building. The best room is so expensive. Yeah, I'm not really good.
How much money is it?
I don't know. I don't even want to. It's probably, let me see. Most expensive Burj Al Arab room. Let's see. And it looks like it's that room that I was looking at with the big circular bit. $24,000 a night.
What?
Yeah. So you could like buy a house straight up with the money that you have to.
You can pay for a semester of college.
Like $24,000 can buy you.
You can pay for one semester of college. You could buy a small house.
Like a condo or like a nice like little kind of like 2-bedroom house or something in the United States, depending on what state and what city it's in. Or non-city it's in.
Wait, can I see?
It's actually, you would love it. It's a big pink bed.
Oh, it's pretty.
Like, damn.
I like it to be more like.
It's like a
If you're
ContraPoint
going
set.
for like a pink one though, I feel like you should just really go like Paris Hilton-esque. Like you should just make it like pink. Like this is like red and pink, like sort of like the tastefully like, I don't know, like architecturally like that, but not just like straight up.
This
like,
one reminds me
pink
of
obnoxiously.
yeah. I guess they have to appeal to like. I guess they don't want to like. There's like
There's some
insecure guys who are like,
insecure-
I don't want to stay in the pink room. So
yeah,
they have to like.
balance it with other colors.
Yeah, this
I
looks
guess.
like the scene from 2001: A Space Odyssey. Wait,
Yeah.
um,
I gave you more rice. You're welcome.
thank you.
There you go. More rice.
Tell me this doesn't look like this.
The Space Odyssey?
I guess it's kind of different, but very similar aesthetic. Anywho, and the stream has gone on for
A long time? Yeah.
2.5 hours. 24 grand can buy you a fully upgraded PC with the setup too. Oh man, yeah. It could get me like one of those like. I'm pretty sure like Linus Tech Tips, like his like ultimate PC builds, like usually are around that mark, which is like the best money can buy, and usually it has like 4 graphics cards or whatever in SLI. Like Titans. The staircase looks like a default background. It does. Yeah, it really does. But yeah, no, you could build the best. You could build like a supercomputer with 24 grand.
Easily. Right?
Pretty much, yeah. At least the ultimate editing rig. That's what I want. I'm gonna go when I do build my desktop. I'm gonna go all out on the CPU.
I'll be there for it.
12 cores, at least. I want to get a Ryzen 9. But I'll settle for a Ryzen 7. But I'm aiming high. I want to get a Ryzen 9. Just because. I mean, the rendering times aren't too bad for Premiere, but I work with like MP4, which is not apparently like the worst codec to like edit with. So or H.264. I'm now the boogeyman, LOL. Are you? I'm so sorry. The boogeyman. I don't know what you mean by that, but I'm sorry that that's happened to you. Also, I hope my audio is fine. I'm leaning into the mic. I can't really get a good. It's not popping. At least OBS isn't making it seem like I'm popping. Oh, you're just kidding. Alright. Or were you? That sounds like something a boogeyman would say. Alright, so to wrap up, built the interior for the ground floor, I think. I might have done that off stream, but we did build the interior for this, the second floor of these houses, and we built the roofs. So next stream I'm going to start populating this area with the puzzle pieces, or the modular pieces, whatever you want to call them, that we built this stream, as well as these other puzzle pieces to kind of create the most varied looking city blocks, which I think is very doable. And my webcam was on. You guys didn't see what I was pointing at, which I apologize. I'll leave you with this though. Stop. Is that a stop sign? 5.
Stop sign?
I'm gonna jump back into Minecraft real quick. I will end in Minecraft. All right. So as I was saying, I'm going to be repetitive now because you guys couldn't see what I saw on my screen. Built the second floors and the roofs, and we may or may not have also built the ground floors on stream. I might have done that off stream, but I don't know. We're going to use these modular pieces alongside these modular pieces and those modular pieces all the way over there that you can't see because of the render distance. We're going to populate these open areas within the grid work of roads to build a convincing city neighborhood that will look just like, if not better than, this one that I've already built with the modular pieces I built off stream, like so. And this is what they're going to look like. I know some of you weren't here for the intro of the beginning of the stream, but kind of did a flyover of this. This is where I started the stream, and this is where I'm going to end the stream. So, next stream we're gonna build the houses themselves with the modular pieces, and then hand build the props. I already placed in the street lamps. Gonna plant trees, put in trash cans, fire hydrants, telephone poles, things like that, and also yard props like fences, bushes, grass, trees, decks, fire pits for, outdoor grilling if you just want to grill. Will the city be on an island? Yes, it will. In fact, this is the name. Casus Island City, which is, I think, Latin for hidden, which I thought was cool. Hidden or lonely island city. So it's going to be an island city, and each of the districts of the city will be broken up into their own little islands with like a network of canals and like connecting bridges and whatnot. So the residential district will have its own little island with like a pier kind of area at the end, or like a wall at the end or surrounding it. Then there's going to be its own separate little industry island. There'll be some commercial zoning within the island that comprises the residential district, just so that people who live here have quick and easy access. They don't have to travel to a different island to get their groceries or visit like a main street type setting. Then on another island will be more financial kind of buildings, followed by downtown, which is going to be skyscrapers. Like Forest City. I don't know Forest City, but I'll take your word for it. Let me look it up. But probably. I mean, I'm kind of building it in the way that Rockstar builds their maps for GTA. It's like they work with limitations. Yeah, something kind of like this, but on a much bigger scale. I'm assuming you're referring to this. Which this is like a totally different build style, but like or maybe you're talking about this, but concept's more or less similar. Unless you're talking about this, which in case I don't know. But yeah. My biggest pet peeve with Titan City is that, like I said, I built it on a flat world on Xbox 360 that was limited to a specific area. See ya, Jacko. Yeah, sorry, this went by late. Get some rest. Thank you for tuning in and also setting up the Discord, which, by the way, I'll look at that tutorial and figure out how to share it with the rest of the channel community. Thank you so much for setting that up, and I'll see you on the next stream, which is gonna be soon. I want to pick up where we left off on this stream and finish those houses. But yeah. Anyway, that's the game plan for building this new city. And I'll update it once it's built to a newer version of Minecraft and make it available for download, hopefully, in the near future. Will you make the Canton Tower in China? Maybe. I'm going to try and do... I might draw inspiration from it. Depending on how it looks. Oh. This guy. You know, I might do just like a spire for the city. I do like the idea of like spires, like the Seattle Space Needle and like the Japan something tower, like the red looking Eiffel Tower building, the Eiffel Tower, like just like buildings that were built for the sake of being tall, and like maybe radio communications, but like obviously this isn't for office space or anything like that. I like the idea of just having like a big middle finger in your city. So yeah, I do want to build. I'm open to building a spire of sorts for this new city, and Canton Tower is definitely one of my favorite spire designs. I don't really care for the Space Needle. I do like the one in, is it Ontario? The one in Canada. The CN Tower. In Toronto, that's right, it's in Toronto. I prefer the, I prefer this to the Seattle Space Needle. But anyway, this stream's getting pretty long-winded. Thank you everybody for tuning in. It's the world's second tallest tower. I believe you. It is extremely huge. Although it probably doesn't show up in a lot of top 10s because usually there's focus on skyscrapers, which tends to exclude buildings with no, like under a certain floor count, which most spires do. Like the Dubai Creek Tower that's being built is not going to be included in like the tallest skyscraper like charts and whatnot that come out. But anyway, thank you everybody for tuning in. One of the longer streams on this channel, and like I said, I want to stream again real soon to start on phase 2 of what we started in this stream, which is to build ourselves at least one of these blocks, these city residential blocks, with multicolored and varied buildings like so, with hand-built yards and whatnot. So thank you for joining. Hope everybody has a good night. See you, Jacko. See you, K-Pop Money. And Sammy says good night as well to everybody. She's currently unavailable, but she says good night and thank you for tuning in. And yeah, this has been Colonial Puppet. I will see you next live stream.